Welcome everyone back to Bologna. The European Masters Ultimate Championship continues with the Grand Masters mixed division final here between Germany and Great Britain. Having a look at it there, Germany the one seed coming into it, Great Britain seed 2, and you might be thinking, how are teams with losing records in the final? Well, it's a little bit deceptive because there are unfortunately only 2 teams in the mixed Grand Masters final, so they've put them in with the regular mixed Masters, so the fact that they've picked up wins there tells you that these sides are not to be trifled with, and these are 2 sides of real quality, and I think we could be in for an absolute banger here in the Bologna floodlights. It's Benji Reese alongside Chopo Santucci. I'm pretty buzzing about this. I love Ultimate Under the Lights.
Yeah, we love this Ultimate Under the Lights, under the flashlights, and we love some good old Ultimate mixed division. I mean, not old because of the players that are playing, but because of the format. I mean, mixed is the best division, right?
I mean, I think I've nailed my colours to the mask on previous occasions, so I love the extra complexities and subtleties that you often get with mixed. And interesting to see those in this game. Something has evidently happened before the game has started. I think there's a hole.
And yesterday night, actually, we saw some teams playing with a couple of discs into the pitch to cover some holes, I think. Or there were just some discs that, I don't know, that fell into the pitch. But I just think that it was because of some holes in the end zone.
Okay, right, so false alarm because I thought for a second there had been something very untoward, but safety first, I think. So
one is there.
That's the last thing we need, is to have anyone get injured.
Okay.
But evidently it must be a divot of some size in order to have drawn the attention. And Great Britain are ready to go. Germany won the toss, chose to take offense, but GB won the flip for kit, which is obviously the most important thing.
Now there's some dirt at that. Sorry, Benji. They're bringing dirt into the pitch to cover the hole live.
This is what you need. Not sure quite how well that's going to go, but he gets a warm round of applause.
You see, wise player, wise problem solution.
Yeah, Great Britain in white pulling to Germany in all black. Time is running. And we are underway in this mixed Grand Masters final with the pull from Anderson. First time these 2 sides have met this weekend. What do they have in store for us? Here's Kram. Turning to look backwards. Gainer down the far sideline, a riser, caught well by Tack. Germany now beyond the halfway mark. Big blade all the way around, does find Tack. A little short one there. Going for the hammer. This might helix away a little bit, but my word, is that a hammer out of the hand of Kram. What a way to open the game. Germany 1-0 up.
Yeah, Benji, GB played with a strong no-round defense marking on the disc. So they pretty much allowed only a break side throw, such as an hammer, and that was pinpointed perfectly at the top left corner of the end zone. Look at this.
Yeah, he's just having a little flip of the disc, weighing it up, and then Kram with the ham over the top into the bucket there for Lilo Struber. What a way to start the game. I'll tell you what, if we've got more of that coming, I think we're going to have a good time.
Yes, for sure. It was a perfect throw, perfect timing on the cuts. Now we're just going to hope that this type of offense keep going throughout the whole game.
Houghton catches the pull. They've got a break side cut going from Aaron.
Very flat marking for Germany.
Yeah, a little bit loose as well, just to stop anyone getting free downfield. Slung into the centre for Thomas. That one a little bit behind the layout. Was that kept alive? Oh, that's spectacular from Nguyen.
It's amazing. Life-saving catch.
Now the one over the top. Going to have to require a little bit of chasing. The defender was all over it, and he palms it out of the side of the pitch there, Thomas Moreau. There's a little slap of hands there as well. Great Britain can't answer the clean hold that Germany started the game with, and now their O-line's going to have to play a little bit of defense. Here is a replay of that earlier layout save. I mean, the lightning quick reflexes, and they went to open it deep to the big man Nickel.
Yeah, I think the hack was just thrown a bit late. The cutter was already in the end zone.
So finding that little inside lane through. Iman. Into the centre to Mikhail. Now Couple. Again, utilising the insides, a little quick dish off, trying to put a bit of air underneath the inside out flick. Defender in position. Ooh. And must have done just enough. Emo Plain got up early, but in the end, Aaron, well, he didn't get a piece of it, but it hits the floor, and that's all he cares about.
Oh, just a missed catch, couple of inches, just maybe a couple more finger on the disc. Unfortunate. Really unlucky play for Germany.
So here is the disappointingly clean-shaven Houghton. Faking around, going towards the break side. Now clearing through. Aaron's open underneath. Nice little switch passed off there by Germany. Still count getting high, taking the poach to Aaron. And now Houghton. Nickel coming on this near side. He's got a little bit of time and space. Holds the flick out into space for Kearns.
Good flow, Benji, here.
Now Houghton absolutely rips it, wow. But that was always asking too much.
Was also out of bound. Well, anyway, it was a great flow at the beginning of this offense for GB, but then again, they're looking a lot at the deep space, but I don't think it's quite the right choice right now. They look tired to me.
So the slow stride towards the disc here from Mikhail. Had the disc in a similar position on their first possession. Wow. And this time immediately planting the foot and blading down the line. And Hatterman looking for the backup. Oh, the second attempt. But Nickel's palm was enough.
It's a very intense game so far.
This time Houghton looking to steal a march with the quick put in. Nice give-go form displayed there by Aaron. Towards the far side for Conejos.
Let's give and go here.
Yeah, this is got a bit more fluency from GB. Houghton again begins the wind-up and this time wisely thinks better of it. Thomas trying to float that one over the top, utilising the height of Nickel well there. Now Kearns just outside the end zone. Fakes the flick. Not a lot going on downfield. Calling for it is Aaron, and that one palmed away by Emo Plain. He gets his revenge.
Yeah, he missed the chance to give the dump, and then the defense closed up around her. And as often when you try to throw it up at the bottom of the end zone, if you don't point it perfectly with the right spin into the end of the cutter, the defense can always catch up there.
Again, a stride to the front cone, this time on the far side, as they try and set up that trap, and they get the nice gainer down the line to Imen. Imen putting the air underneath it. Oh, off the hands there of Ulrich. I just wonder if she just lost sight of it for a split second. It wasn't much, but it was enough.
Maybe the shiny white disc was flashed by the spotlights of this pitch.
And Houghton taking the timeout. GB have had more chances than they would have liked, and they've not started this game with anything like the consistency they'd have wanted to show. And so they're going to take the early TO.
Yeah, Benji, this point looked like it was heavy on the legs of the two teams. And so now they take this breather, obviously, to try to think about what to do, because those mistakes that came out in those points were just, I think, forced error. Nothing too spicy from the defense, just a lot of tiredness and missed throws, let's say.
Yeah, I think Ulrich actually had enough time there to really chase that one down for the clap catch. She went with the one hand and it didn't come off. Germany up 1-0 here with Great Britain taking an early timeout.
Wait. Isn't this for the other apparel? We've got like new stuff, right? Bring it in.
Feast your eyes on the new fan version of our iconic ULTI.TV sweatshirts. Great fan gear available for you. Check out our new range of colors and insist on staying warm and looking fresh. Shipping is available after EUCF. Get your fan gear and be one of us.
GB clearly keen to right the ship here because they got the disc in play very quickly without even using the full length of the timeout as the shot through the field somehow squirms through everyone.
Too eager to start.
Inman wants the quick pickup. There's the shot over the top again. They're trying to find the Plane versus Aaron matchup, and this time Plane catches for the first break of the game. It's 2-0 to Germany.
Yeah, great throw, and the cutter was right in front there, and the GB defender couldn't catch up. He stopped earlier, actually, and Aaron couldn't actually catch up with that, but he just took himself out of the contest there because he knew that he couldn't take position, couldn't even challenge at the catch. The huck was flat, perfect, gliding down. You see Aaron just stopping himself from a dangerous bit.
So that is not the way that Great Britain would have wanted to begin this, to put it lightly.
Yeah, Germany, 2-0. Let's see if GB is actually trying to... Germany is trying to take a hold and choke the game really early. But now, let's see if GB can get on the point now and manage to score again with this offense. And here we are with the pull, Benji. Let's see if it's inbound. Yeah, good one.
Struber with the pull, skims off the dusty surface. First pass to Thomas. A lot of the O-line staying out there, despite obviously some early fatigue in the leg. Thomas.
Good fake.
Trying to get the mark, biting, but not a lot going on downfield. Jim Scott weasels his way free of coverage. He's putting air underneath it to Nickel. Can he get the early read? There's a couple of defenders there, and one of them takes it away. Matthias Rupp.
What a jump. What a jump and what a read.
Again, I don't hate the option, but they just hang it up there too much. There is the bang from Kram. He's looking for Inga Moreau. Moreau watches it all the way in. Just going to reset it outside to Strube. Struber through the inside channel. Put too much on it. That one's got a sting.
Too much spin on it. They had the eye contact, the head nod. They both, Moreau nodded, say, to give the yield for that cut, but too much spin in it. And now GB has a chance to end up in the scoring slot.
Yeah, it has been a lot tougher than they would have wanted.
Yeah, so far.
Cousins. Faking down the line. Stall count ticking up for Ulbrich. Has to get the disc off on the high stall into the center of the pitch. There was a stall out called.
Yeah, so GB managed to do one pass, and both of those, and the previous throw and this one, were a very high stall. So I guess either Germany is putting a lot of pressure on those counters, or GB is not really spacing the field well, not cutting at the right moment maybe. So now the stall count is retracted and the disc is there.
It's contested, but they threw the turnover anyway, so the disc stays.
The disc stays, yeah.
Yeah, with the turnover downfield in the center.
Yeah, let's see if Eric Feldner can start again with a disc. Oh no, sorry, sorry about that.
Yeah, it is going to get back to Kram, who we know has got a live arm.
Yeah, just ripped it 20 seconds ago.
On the sideline, Rupp. Goes back, or very nearly poached in there. Did Thomas as the disc is sent over the top to Felgner. And Felgner makes it 3-0 Germany. What a start.
Wow, what a throw by Kram. I mean, it bombs it right before the turnover at the start of the point. And now it finds the right solution to get the score with this nice flick, bladey around flick. Here's the turnover.
Yeah, just thrown into the centre. He may as well get something out, but Germany got there in the end anyway. Oof. Nice little toe drag swag on the sideline there from Rupp. Now into the backfield. Kram breaking the mark to rake the blade around, and nothing the GB defense could do from the moment it was released.
It's a very, very nice throw. I mean, the cutter was wide open, but you have to be precise. So, I mean, Kram is the man now. The hand is hot. Nice pull again, inbound, deep.
Yeah, Great Britain understandably rotating some more players through because it's not worked for them so far. Anderson.
Nice crossing.
That one is tipped on the mark.
Wow.
Everything going Germany's way. Felix Michel.
I mean, you get the stop downfield, and now you get the hand block too. Everything is going around for Germany now. GB needs to stand up and take out the webs from the end zone and score one goal.
Yeah, quickly turning into a horror show for Great Britain. Bladed into the center for Emo Plain. Ulrich.
There's a lot of poach in the GB defense.
Nice inside through, continuing the break side space. They've just got the moves, do the Germans. Andreas Hoffmann with the score that time. Great Britain look like they have no answers right now.
No answers at all. I mean, they got the forced mistake, they got a turnover, they got the blocks, and now they got the hand block.
Yeah, timeout, I think, kind of understandable in the situation because nothing, and I repeat, nothing is going right for the Brits here. There is that scoring pass once more. Michael, having got the hand block, then throws the assist to Andreas Hoffmann.
Yeah, bookhand for Andreas Hoffmann. You can tell that now Germany wants to take a breather and just focus for the next part of the first half.
Germany 4, Great Britain 0. Can they stop the skid? We'll find out when EMUC returns.
seen our VO streams? Do you know that VO cameras are built for more tactical team sport analysis? The inbuilt tracking technology allows you to see the game in finer detail. That's why teams are already using it, and ULTI.TV and EUF are teaming up to help you join VO. Contact EUF administration to get more details.
Who had this in the script? Germany 4, Great Britain 0. The Germans have been brilliant, and Great Britain just cannot get it going.
Yeah, I saw some loose defense on the counters from GB, so I guess that's why the D-line of Germany has such an easy time to score.
That's Chopper Santucci. I'm Benji Reese. Great Britain trying to get their first score of the game as Scott gets the underneath, dishes off to Houghton. Houghton again trying to air it out. Aaron's the target, going up the bigger defender, and knocked away by Andreas Schoenebeck. Not sure that's the matchup I'd want to hit in that way.
Yeah, again, it was with such ease that GB came to our field. I didn't know. I don't understand why they try to hack it when the flow under is so free and flawless.
They have forced turns from the Germans. They just haven't been able to capitalize when they have. They'll have to do it again now. Felgner tied on the sideline. Oh, that's a miscommunication.
Yep.
That's exactly what GB wanted. Jim Scott with the quick pick. Now Houghton.
Still flat marking for Germany.
Aaron going with the backhand blade. High pointed by Houghton. Scott threading it in. Finally GB on the board with Scott to Houghton. My word, did they need that.
Yeah, for sure. We need that because we want to show. We want to see this GB battle hard and fiercely to get this gold medal. So let's hope this is not the ratio that we're going to get in this game. And let's hope for a GB comeback to make this game spicy. Look at this.
Nice little throw and go there. And there's not a huge window, but Scott fits it in. Houghton's clearly enjoying himself. I mentioned earlier that he was disappointingly clean-shaven, and that's because he is a competitive beard grower.
Ooh.
Came fourth at the World Beard and Moustache Championships.
Wow, he should compete against me. I mean, my beard.
Honestly, and I say
Crazy.
this, trust me, Waggle is the hairiest man I have ever seen. Like, straight
Nice.
up. He's very disappointingly, as you see there, just clean cut. He had a big fish, a little fish, and a cardboard box cut in for the World Masters Ultimate Club Championships last year in Limerick.
They
And
say the more hair you have means that your ancestors were fighters,
really,
warriors.
that explains a lot because I am not a hairy man.
Another inbound pull.
Here's Kappel. The Germans have rotated a lot of players through, so it's not as if they're getting a completely fresh 7 out there who haven't taken the field in a while. Swinging across, now distributing towards this near side. Iman.
It's a nice flow, Benji.
Yeah, they've got something cooking here, Germany. Great Britain trying to stop the flow. Oh, that is a beautiful leading pass towards the far side. Nothing East could do. Plain. Fakes with the offhand. Trying to find the inside channel. Threaded through to Kappel. Kappel a little bit behind. But it is sticking for Germany right now. Going with the blade around the mark. Into the bucket of Katja Hatterman.
Wow.
Well, it's like they never left the field.
Yes, yes. It's just this offense is doing exactly the opposite of what the GB off O-line is doing. They don't want to get tough throws or contested throw. They just want to go on the sideline with some gainer, reset, dump, swing, something else, maybe some zips, some leading pass like we saw in this point, and then look at this. Very nice offense. We're getting a clinic from the German O-line tonight.
Yeah, they've taken the field twice, and they've scored twice without surrendering possession.
There's been a great percentage of inbound pulls in this game. So
we'll see if you've put the mockers on the Germans there. Not that the commentator's curse is a thing.
no,
but
not at all. Not at all.
it genuinely isn't. I believe this to my dying embers.
You see?
Down the centre of the field.
Not that long.
Houghton. To Cousins underneath. Houghton again.
Oof.
Goes for the quote-unquote dad backhand towards this near side to Aaron.
I
And
like
now too far out in front. Looking for Sarah Hassan.
that. I like the dad backhand. It's a crafty throw. So Kram going to pick up the disc on the sideline now. Let's see if he's still red or hot.
I'd watch the deep throws. You see him point like, give me an option for a hammer. Instead, he's going for a high one across the field. But that's not going to be a problem for the lean, long arms of Schoenebeck. And again, this is zipping around for the Germans, who are really taking to the occasion. Big floaty swing that Rupp brings down. Into Schoenebeck. Surveying, pivoting for the break, zipping it instead underneath. Well handled by Moreau. Still the Germans work it down the sideline, and then Kram, the master distributor, gets the goal as well. 6-1. My God, the Germans are good out there.
Yeah. GB is warning out there, man. Aaron, it's always covering either the cutter or it's the top priority on those long hawks of GB. So it looks tired down there on the sideline now. And Kram is on fire in this game, Benji. Look at this. Just running through, one and catch. Aaron beaten. That's tough.
The Germans are playing like a team possessed right now.
6-1. 25 minutes passed. I mean,
look, there's still a lot of game time left, as you correctly point out. There's over an hour on the clock, but already GB are facing a monumental task.
Yeah, 2 points to halftime.
I'm sure the enormity of it is not lost on them.
Another big, nice pull from Germany.
Dan Cousins watching it all the way in. Zipped through the inside channel. Miros.
Big poach from Germany.
Yeah, GB wise to take advantage of it. Really quick hands required there from Nicky Thomas. Now into the center. GB again. They're not getting these passes out quickly. It's always a few ticks into the stalls.
Oh, nice. Now they have some flow.
Yes, Scott goes for the little dish off to Miros. They'll win outside the end zone. And a pick will give everyone a chance for a little breather.
Some catch up to do here, but there's still some gap. There's a head knot there, maybe.
Two cutters move to the same place. Nice little shoulder shimmy there from Scott to get free in the dump. Carl Muse jams it into the big man Nickel. 6-2 Great Britain, their first clean hold of the game. Now their offense is beginning to get into gear. They've got to try and find some breaks now as well.
Yeah, from here, Benji, you could see how they were stomping the ground now, cutting harder, faking harder, trying to get that flow going that you were talking about. I mean, now we see the GB that we know that is playing it into the space with a lot of resets and big swings to get the meters going, and see here almost crashing into each other, two teammates, and the big man gets the disc and the beard man gets the disc.
Yeah, Nickel is I'm going to use the term a gentle giant, a more softly spoken polite person you can scarcely seem to find, one of my former teammates back when I actually played Frisbee competitively.
Well, Benji, you stopped. Otherwise, Clapham would have 25 AUCF.
And they've only been around 25 years. That's how good it would have been.
Another great inbound pull. Oof.
Germany, you can see that they want to get the disc moving quickly, not let GB get set. Felgner. Down the line to Moreau. Moreau wants to get it out early. Oh, I thought that was there. Instead,
wow,
whipping the inside-out backhand, to Felgner. Felgner being marked by Anderson. Again, the inside backhands are proving very profitable for the Germans. This time it's the around. It's a little bit low from Struber, but not a problem for Schoenebeck. Schoenebeck faking the blade. Oh, little bit of sleight of hand there to free up the dump. Struber with the force sagging off a little bit into the center. This time Schoenebeck goes from the blade. Oh, it's a heater, but when you're on, why the heck not? Schoenebeck to Kram, 7-2.
Yeah, but you gotta say, Struber is one of the rocks of this offense. I mean, she is massive into the pitch. She's just taking gainers. She's giving out resets, inside breaks. I mean, Lilo Struber just played an amazing. She's playing an amazing game. I mean, we can see here that
there's almost too many achievements to list.
Yeah, I mean, the list of her palmarès is amazing, and I got stunned by the years of playing. I mean, she's playing as long as David, I think. 19 years of Ultimate. I mean, and she's a sports scientist, so.
Yeah, I think that kind of says how you can stay in such good shape playing in the older age divisions, as it's worth noting that GB do have a larger roster than their opponents. They're missing a couple of players. Paul Stig-Unwin and Claerwyn Snell are both unable to take the field. Oh, a miscommunication, and the adjustment, unfortunately, from Canejos as the hammer for Germany. That is half in a devastating fashion. The game's not done yet, but Germany have put themselves way into the distance.
Yeah, like Steph would say if it was here, hammer! And Germany goes to halftime. You see, they're pumped up, happy, satisfied with this first half. I mean, look at this. GB doesn't look fresh and focused.
Yeah, it's just the miscommunication. Those little mental errors coming in.
And the hammer here.
I mean, talk about capitalizing on your window of opportunity. Germany 8, Great Britain 2 here, half-time in this mixed Grandmasters final.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member
and
fund
our
work
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Germany 8, GB2 here, halftime in this mixed Grandmasters final, live from EMUC in Bologna. There are the halftime match stats for you, powered by our friends at Force. Just the one clean hold for Great Britain. They've not turned over the Germany O-line, although they've only had 3 O points, all of which have been clean, you see, and 5 for 8 on break chances. I mean, talk about ruthless German efficiency. It's almost stereotypical.
Mamba mentality for the German D.
Benji Rees, Giovanni Choppo Santucci with you. The one, I guess, little ray of light at the moment is that GB begin the second half on offense, so an opportunity for them now to get their best foot forward after the break. As Miraus with a blading forehand that was well covered, well defended. There was just a little bit of a discussion, but it seems like Imen got there clean enough in front of her son.
Yeah, there was just a bump after the interception. This wasn't a good throw. Not at all.
That one, an inside shot, lasered through, but to no one. Scott again wants to pick up quickly, knows that they can't let the defense get set because they have caused so many problems. Miraus peels off the back. The deep shot goes up, it's a floater. Kearns might get underneath this. Ooh. Oh, brilliant help defense from Emo Plane, and he got it clean as well.
Wow, he didn't give up. Emo Plane just went on and touched the disc right before it was cut.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether Kearns was the initial target, but she adjusted and read it well. Unfortunately, not well enough. Kappel swinging back to Michael. Shows a break, doesn't like it. They're just able to take those resets when they're there. That wasn't there. Nickel sticks a long arm out. Scott going back.
Let's see if GB can score this one now.
Muse over the top, looking for Nickel again, just shy of the end zone. I thought he had it, and somehow it's just not sticking for Great Britain. It's been that sort of game for them.
Yeah, the bladey flick around that, that's such a gainer for Germany. For GB is just always a turnover.
Hatteman trying to get the disc off. Still count rising, goes all the way across field and finds the outlet. Ulrich. Separation for Mikel. Mikel with the flow that blades early. Miraus tried to get an arm in the way. She didn't need to in the end. And it's just going to roll all the way back to GB's end zone.
Yeah, it was a tough throw, but the cutter was indeed, she was free. Katja Hatteman was completely alone. If the disc was a bit more flat or a bit more higher, Hatteman would be cheering now for an assist.
First pass is the swing off the line. You can see, clear the space for me. So Kearns can activate an attack. Oof. Nickel with a pick. I think Kappel's saying that I'm not sure I would have caught up with you anyway, so you can keep possession. I'll just regain the position that I lost.
Exactly. Good to see, good communication.
Yeah, I will say that the spirit's been good from both sides, despite the slightly lopsided scoreline so far, and that is not going to help things, I'm afraid, from Thomas.
Yeah, GB doesn't seem focused. I mean, the first half was pretty tough on them, but looks like the halftime didn't help them to regain consciousness.
The blade around, Plane, continuing to the end zone. That always looked too far, and you could see Hoffman trying his very best, but I think he knew.
Yeah, a scuba would have been perfect here.
Thumber, to be honest. Hey, you say it, it's Grandmasters. If anyone's going to throw it, they would.
True. After the dad back in, we just miss a thumber now.
I believe. Scott takes the slow trudge to the end zone line.
Yes, we can, Benji. Let's go for the thumber.
For Great Britain, I don't think they care how it comes out, as long as they can make it work. Nice little go through there to Scott. Force comes around to stop, so they take the swing central. Muse into space. Kearns caught it inbounds. And centers all the way through, and Plane picks off. There's a receiver taken off to the end zone.
Whoa.
It's threaded right down Broadway into the end zone, where Linda Ulrich starts the second half with a German break.
Well, I mean, Germany is just working this game out perfectly, but it looks like everything is going their way. Everything is going smooth, even when it isn't. So, for example, this point, they got a couple of turnovers from their D-line, but every time GB just threw it away, and here we can see 1-2 pass, score. Veni vidi vici, like Julia Cesar said. I mean, this Germany looks like an army.
Yeah, they came, they saw, and they are absolutely conquering right now.
Yeah.
That's right. All those years of Latin I did paid off.
Oh, I thought it was Joy Badass. Citation.
Big deep pool. Houghton catches. Anderson goes wide to Nicole Cousins.
Ooh.
And that swing just about hits Anderson. Finally, a little break for GB. Anderson again with good, quick hands. Underneath, a couple of players in the same zone. And I think coming across each other caused the miss in focus, and Cousins and Dettori.
Yeah, there's no stoppage, so no check-in. Just pick up the disc and play it. Or maybe there was stoppage.
I think they're just checking that everyone's okay.
No. Yeah, there's just been there's an injury call. Yeah, there's an injury call. Okay.
Yeah, Cousins is going to come off with Katja Ulbrich, her replacement.
Yeah, that's why. There was a stoppage. The player is not even out of the pitch. My God, Germany wants this win very, very bad.
It feels like they've got somewhere to be.
Yeah, maybe a dinner. The
Yeah.
nice dinner we're having here in Bologna.
Maybe they've got some celebratory steins of beer queued up. Love the confidence for the offhand backhand. Felger's catching, attacking towards the end zone, but he has to reset to Schoenebeck.
Look how confident Germany looks.
Rupp.
Wow.
Beautiful inside backhand all the way across for Struber. Now Schoenebeck to the end zone. No, not quite. Felgner tried his best, but he's going to be a bit shy, and a travel is called.
There was a travel call, yeah.
On the throw from Schoenebeck. Slap of hands, everyone's going to get back into position. I imagine as soon as everyone's set, Germany are instantly going to go.
Yeah.
This time they're a little bit more composed as they're trying to find the inside channel again.
Ooh.
Not quite
Right
in
on
the
the
end
line.
zone. That one is. A nice slap of hands afterwards as well. Getzlaff to Rupp, 10-2. My God, the Germans are just devastating.
Yeah, and GB is in a dark place right now. As dark as the sky upon us, but luckily we have spotlights to make this ultimate game shine.
Choppo, you've been in situations like this. You're in big games and nothing you try seems to work. How do you get out of that headspace where you can't let it drop and see like, oh, well, it's just gone? How do you keep the energy and intensity up?
Well, I guess in those kind of moments, the team has to realize that something isn't working, and then you have to take a few steps back and start back from the beginning, from the basics. Let's try to dump and swing it, not huck it, and give yourself some point goals that you can actually achieve right in that point, in that fragment of the game, and not just in the whole game. Boom, nice pull.
This is what I mean. Everything clicking for Germany, but GB still confident in catching the pull low to the ground because they want to get in play quickly. Back yourself still, I like it. Anderson. Oh, the deep shot. That is a bit of an energizer on a rope. Not far out. Can they find it through, or they thread the needle to East? And
Finally.
GB on the board in the second half, 10-3.
This was the first GB offense style that really played it through with a big hug, a long run on the sideline that allowed them to take a huge gainer after 2 passes.
You see there, just trying to find the option, and again, the
look at that, super flat inside in the other side of the pitch. Benji, such a great throw.
The dad backhand.
Yeah, I love it. I love that backhand.
You yet see anyone throw any dad flicks?
Maybe Davide. Now he's throwing dad flicks because he can't throw flicks anymore.
I was going to say, I'd like to see him throw a flick at all.
Yeah, exactly. He has a medical condition in his elbow. But let's talk about this game. And a big pull.
Yeah, Cousin's going to try and get it to curl back in bounds, but it's going to land just in front of the little dugout, or technical area, I guess we're supposed to call them now.
Yeah, bench. We call them just bench.
I see some spectators clearly enjoying some of Bologna's finest breweries.
Yeah, indeed. There's a lot of Lambrusco around here, very good. Sparkling red wine to get you going into the night, very sweet and tasty.
It would be even sweeter if you could use it to toast a victory.
Oh, yes. And from how Germany's playing, looks like it.
GB trying something a little bit different defensively. I like the move, but hey, fair play to Germany. They got the back up there with Struber. But it does seem like the defense has at least put them a little bit out of rhythm. Another big floaty one across. Rub. Really jacking the blade. Kram was not to be deterred, and he hammers for another score. It's how they opened the game, and now it puts them up 11-3. This time it's Felgner on the reception.
I mean, Lilo Struber is winning this game for Germany in the little things. She's always there when it matters, when the moment's tough, when it matters. She just saved an overthrow. She's always playing the right throw, the right spacing. I love to see it, such a wise player getting to shine in such an important game.
There you see the shot. I'm pretty sure it's for Moreau, but Struber said, no, I'm putting my name on that. I'm reeling this in.
Yeah.
Give a little hand signal to the commentary booth, which I'm pretty sure is the international signal for beers, although I'm pretty sure she didn't mean it that way.
And also Kram is having a hell of a game. Look at this. High catch, high throw. Let's get this home. Just get some beer.
Just the 3 assists and 2 goals, you know, not a bad stat line.
Let's go Bardazzi.
Thomas. Ooh, that one's a riser, but able to be watched all the way in by Conejos.
Nice defense on the upline.
Aaron shakes the head to see too much traffic in the centre. Now Conejos around. Kearns on this sideline. Goes into the backfield, the rip. And as soon as Thomas released it, she knew.
You see, again, GB worked the field out so good until the brick line, the brick mark on the other half of the pitch. And then they just force it. They just force themselves to go forward right when they're onto the sidelines. That's unlucky for them. Let's ask Germany what they think about this.
Michael. Another leading pass. They're so good at those, just teasing the handlers forward into space. Iman with the blade into traffic.
Wow.
And it goes into Hatteman's arms, and Hatteman with the hammer to Kappel. Germany just, they've got the Midas touch out there.
Yeah, but I mean, Benji, let's admit it. They have the Irish Shamrock in their pocket. I mean, how many second chances you can get?
Well,
look at this.
There's an old saying from a a baseball legend, Yogi Berra, which is
Hammer.
the funny thing is, the harder you practice, the luckier you get.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And on the one hand, yes, there is a slice of fortune about it, but you've got to credit the German players for consistently putting themselves in position to get the second effort attempts.
True. True. I mean, I was right there at that point, I was thinking how good the Germany spacing has been. There's always a cutter free, there's always an undercut or a deep cut or an upline cut.
We mentioned they've got the Midas touch, and it looks like everything they're touching will turn to gold in the end, unless there is the most miraculous comeback.
Maybe. It's never over until it's over.
Cutter streaking downfield. So the break goes towards the far side. Elizabeth Muse.
Still a flat mark for Germany. Worked out throughout the whole game.
Yeah, they know that GB do want to put those throws deep when they're available, and the flat mark is helping to shut that down. Dished off from Horgan to Brockerman down the line. Did he fit it into Meerhaus? I had no perspective.
They're asking on the sidelines. There was a spectator around there. She looked pretty confident on that catch. Meerhaus was pretty confident on the catch. Now we're just waiting for the replay to see if we can see from this angle. It's impossible.
Yeah, I must admit, I couldn't tell from there.
Yeah, probably the spectator or the fan told them that he saw the lines moving. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like
it's very close either way.
Yeah, it could have been sent back. As
we say, we didn't get the best perspective of it as it's right over way in that far corner. And in the end, I guess they're taking the perspective of those closer to it than we were and calling it out of bounds.
Look at this Germany team grinding that offense, even when the D-line.
This is the thing, when things seem to be going, it gives you that little bit of extra energy, that extra boost, those reserves that perhaps you didn't know you had.
I mean, it's also good to have a calm game after the previous game that was so intense between France and the Czech Republic. All the fans probably saw it on YouTube. Oh.
And that is something that we haven't really seen so far this game, the German drop. Anderson going with the slow pickup this time. They've got a lot of break space clear, and he threads it under the mark. This one on the run for Meerhaus will count.
Yeah, this time was well inside the end zone. She took a bit of a run outside to see if the line was still there. And GB scored again.
It's just been too few and far between. And Schoenebeck, that's just the straight-up spanner, the clap of doom.
Yeah, he was already thinking about swinging it, for sure.
And that's about the only mistake that Germany have made all game. Yeah. Look at that, just the quick pivot out, whips it under the mark. And Meerhaus celebrates as well she might. Could have had the goal earlier in the point. It was tight to that sideline. They decided it was out in the end, but she does get her goal.
Yeah, Benji, it's always tough when you play that flat marking on the inside flick. Then the risk is getting break with the round.
Yep.
It's just a matter of seconds.
So Germany receiving here.
Yeah, and again, the Germany O-line back in. Didn't had much point.
Yeah, they've not turned it over on their 4-0 points.
Imagine playing 4 points and being 12.
It's nice when your D-line gets on a roll, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's not nice if you want to play.
I'll let the D-line do that and save my legs.
The O-line just wants to win.
As there's the hammer over the top to Moreau. And Moreau, once is good, twice is nice. I think he straddled and managed to tow it out. Did Michael, but it doesn't matter because he can just pop it to Hoffman. And now Germany just 2 away from the win.
They were asking if it came back out with the pivot.
But they seem happy enough to say, if you didn't, did it really affect things?
No.
Let's be honest, it did not.
It did not. I mean, this German offense it's just crazy.
It's classy, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I love this all these overhead quick pass. You see, it's just a quick eye contact, and you flick it.
Well, it's ambitious and it's assured without being too flashy necessarily. Like, yes, everybody loves the hammer.
This is
but,
sweet.
You know, they don't make a big deal of it. It's just normal and casual for them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're just playing like it's their life to play this way.
And hey, every hammer's hit the target, so why the heck not?
We said it the first day. The hammer is the master throw. We got it. Actually, it was because I called it the throw of the tournament because it was actually a German mixed game that had so many hammers. And here we are with the pull.
It's going to be fielded from the 4. There's a bit more dew around. Quickly at midfield. Mo Nguyen. Oh, wow. Fair play. That was some catch from Carl Muse. Now Dan Cousins. Little quick pump of the backhand. Into the centre, distributes. Conejos looks for the quick give off. Now GB just trying to move it with some tempo, with some pace. Defender temporarily on the wrong side. Gets into position now. Nguyen sees the centre of the field open up. Oh, it's a bit ambitious. Cousins! Well, there is a highlight for you. Dan Cousins goes nuclear with the layout for the GB score.
Wow, maybe they needed this earlier in the game, but this was a huge layout. Happy to see that it's 27 doing this. Keep the legacy on. 27 laying out all the way. Look at this. Finally, they find some tempo, like you were saying, Benji.
Here you see it. The Nguyen's just kind of not really seeing anything going on and thinks, well, Cousins is pointing for space. I may as well give him a chance to make a play. What a way to make the play as well. And you see him just kind of cradle that disc like he's clinging on to his little ones at home.
Yeah, he saved the baby. Saved the baby from the ground.
And now his other half, Nicola's going to pull. I think quite wisely taking the point off, shaking himself down.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, as well as Germany have played, I don't think they've done anything like that.
Yeah, and also you got to follow the preservation of greatness rule. Yes,
true.
A rule that I don't follow all the time.
I was going to say, as soon as I said to you, I was like, are you the real Chopo? What have you done with him?
I know what I should do.
Do as I say, not as I do. Exactly, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's Kappel. Michael. Looking for an option. It's the around break to Hatterman. Hatterman to the end zone. Oh,
wow.
Fit it into the narrow window. The two 13s go up against each other. And Nadia Kappel wins the battle. Germany 1 away from the win. By the way, that's now 6 0 points for Germany's O-line and 6 clean holds.
Yeah, I mean, if you leave to the German cutter like 2 meters of space, even less, the handlers or the receivers are just going to pop it in without fear. They're not scared.
Yep.
Look at this. There was some separation, but I mean,
the fearlessness to put the throw, squeezing it down the break side.
Very nice flick. It was a stall, a 0.5 second release. And Nadia Kappel was so confident that she just grabbed that disc with one hand. Here is the ceremony, getting ready for the night. Some big important faces over there. Another pull by Germany.
Rupp.
Oh, finally, Benji, a real first game point. Like, it's the definition of
this is game point. You are right. The first of many that Germany will have the opportunity for. Love that low release break to Nickel. Nickel opening it up, the backhand, blading over the top. He's got Aaron, and GB have finally got something clicking. It maybe feels like too little too late, but you never know.
You never know, and also going out with a chin up, with confidence, with thinking that at the end at least you show what you got. And you're just not submissive on the opponent.
No, make them play it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we've seen it happen. Yes, it would be an incredibly unlikely comeback at this point. But, you know, maybe they make one mistake and you finally get a break, and then all of a sudden, okay, just take a breath, and then, oh no, something else slips through the hands, and then all of a sudden, from nowhere, the monkey is well and truly on your back.
Yeah, exactly. It was a nice flick around break here on the sideline. We just saw it on the replay. It was very tight. It was a very tight gap to throw that disc in.
Goal and assist so far this game for James Nicol.
Second game point.
The pool blading will roll out of the sideline, going to prevent the instant pickup as they have to backpedal a step or two. And not quite enough there, says Anderson, which I think I agree with, to be honest. They've got the swing available, and they're Sage to take it.
Yeah.
Thomas Moreau. As Mikel cuts slashes from all the way across the field underneath. Or two players there. But Germany make it work. Emo Plain. Some
nice spacing again.
Yeah, gets it to Hoffman under tight pressure from Horgan. Showing the blade. You know, they don't mind releasing it, but a pick downfield.
Yeah, we have some chat about the position, about what happened. They're deciding the count on the pitch.
Yeah, good clear
So
communication.
It's coming in 6, as we heard.
And he's going to say, I don't want a high store count at all, so I'll just get the reset off to Iman.
Yeah, pop it down back.
Blading down the line.
Wow.
Oh my word, double coverage, and Ulrich still comes down with it. That's going to leave Kappel free. Kappel to the end zone. Germany aren't going to get it done under the defensive pressure.
I think this is a foul. There was a lot of contact when both players were airborne. It doesn't look too dangerous. It was just some contact. Oh, no call. It's just a turn. It's a turn. Yeah, it's a turn for Germany. No call.
I mean, that was a miracle catch from Ulrich, and I really don't hate the put from Kappel. And, it's almost in his hand, and he just somehow couldn't squeeze it. I think if the foul call had come down, none of us would have been like, oh, that's outrageous.
Yeah, exactly. It was almost a defensive American football tactics, just raising up the hand at the end inside the gap of the two hands of the pancake catch to try to stop the opponent to get the disc, and it worked.
Evidently, he felt that any contact did not affect the bid.
Yeah, great fair play also.
So can GB get their first break with Germany's O-line finally surrendering the disc with the gold medal in reach? Houghton.
There's a pick here.
There is a pick in the center. It was still a sneaky leading pass, and Houghton's going to get back into position.
We're deciding if the pick affected or not. No, I don't think it affected, so the game will start from here.
So it stays with Anderson. Miraus can't quite get it off the line that time, but does now. Brockerman wants to stretch and spread it deep, and Ulbrich was always trying to make up too much ground.
Yeah, too long. Too long, even though the cutter was already very deep into the pitch. But nonetheless, the angle of the throw was too edgy towards the ground.
So this is something we haven't seen before. The German O-line picking up after a turnover, because of course they'd not turned it over before. Down the line. Plain. Going all the way across to Iman. Again, going with the blade around to Mikkel.
Nice break.
Mikkel through the centre, and now GBR getting the turns. Houghton sees that space to Horgan. Anderson. Houghton points, he wants it in the backfield. Houghton's going to force the receiver to go. And goal signalled as well. Love the toe drag swag from Horgan. That is a GB break.
Yeah, from live I thought it was out, but the defender had a better perspective and called it in. So, is it Benji? Is it the first break for the Germano?
It is the first time they have been broken. And we mentioned that GB have got a lot of work to do, but this is how it starts. They got the hold. They generated a couple of turns that time. Really good awareness from Horgan to rise up and get the poach block.
Yeah.
And he's rewarded with the bookends as well. Houghton made him work for it. Sitting this one out into space. But maybe just about keeps that toe down. The German defender was in the best position and said, yep, the goal is good.
Am I a bad man if I say that I thought it was out?
Hey, you are more than allowed to state your opinion.
Yeah, I may have called it out if I was inside the game. But I'm not. I'm just commanding it. So
exactly.
I'm happy with that.
And what we think doesn't matter.
I'm happy with the goal.
Trying to practice and eventually nailing that high five, low five.
Yeah. And it's an out-of-bound GB pull. And
yeah.
Germany's going to brick it.
Yeah, I think when out of bounds, pretty much level with the brick mark, so I don't really see any reason why on a still evening you wouldn't want to bring it in from the brick.
Exactly.
And that is what Felkner's going to do.
Couple of changes in this O-line. The Germany team wants to get a breather for the others or just get them going.
Really wanted the break, eventually got it away. Felkner.
Wow, look at the spacing.
Struber. Poach tries to come in to get there, doesn't. Mark sagging off to fill the gaps. Kram wants to end it in style with the hammer and does so. Schoenebeck gives gold for Germany.
I mean, who should have thrown the last hammer of this final?
It had to be Kram.
It had to be Kram. I mean, it was so incisive in this game. I mean, it was so important for the Germany team with his overhead throws and with some high catch. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. It was an amazing game, and we saw this kind of game throughout the whole weekend. So I guess Kram was just filling it this weekend and bringing Germany to goal in this division. I think it's big part. It's kind of his props.
I mean, I think pretty much everything Germany did was on point, to be honest. Kram's hammers were just one of the many weapons they had in their arsenal. It's like Steph Rapazzo has successfully wrangled him in.
Yep, I'm gonna lend the set to him so you can interview the big man of the big final.
Into the booth. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Germany were exceptional out there. What do you think was the reason why you played so well?
Yeah, we had over the summer now 2 tournaments and 2 training camps, and it was a pleasure and to start this division here, and we all wanted it to play against GB because it was the other team in our new division, and that's why we tried hard, and in the end we had the luck.
Those hammers especially were on point.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, it was a brilliant performance. Just is there anything you'd like to say to people supporting you back home in Germany?
Yeah, congrats and greetings to Würzburg, my hometown, and to the Wolbertinger, my masters team and my open team. Hey.
We'll let you get back to the Spirit Circle.
Thanks.
I know you're keen to jet off. the fair amounts of sparkling wine consumed this evening from the Germans.
For sure. Either red or white, doesn't matter. Germany's gonna party hard for this well-earned and big win. I mean, it was still a big game with big names. Germany against GB. We were expecting some big changes, some big moments, and then Germany came in and just killed the game right on, starting with a 4-0 and trying to get this game a chokehold on this game since the first point, and they did.
Yeah, they were 10-2 up at one point. I mean, they'd never really looked back from there.
I mean, we said it. Germany offense, lucky, trained,
lethal, whatever it was. There are the match stats for this Grandmasters Mixed Final, powered by Force Sportswear. 8 for 16 on break chances, hitting at 50%. 7 out of 8 clean holds. Both of GB's break chances, one of which they converted, came on that penultimate point when the race was all but run. Great Britain, well, they were much better in the second half after the break, but Germany were just on another level tonight.
Yeah, Germany was pitch perfect tonight. All the hammers worked, all the break worked, and the defense. The defense looked like a O-line when they got the disc in their hands. So, I mean, what else? How better can you end a tournament?
I don't know if there is any better way to end it than that. Our second final, our second division of the week is done and dusted in the books. But don't you fear, because we have 4 more finals for you tomorrow. A full day of Ultimate, 4 games from the stadium here in Bologna. We start things out with the Grandmasters Open final. Great Britain taking on Denmark. We move, that is at 9 o'clock local time, by the way. We move then 20-11 for the Mixed Masters final. France taking on Sweden. The next final is 20 past 12 local time, and that is in the Open division with GB against France. Yep, and then France again against GB again in the women's final at 2 o'clock local time. A bumper day of Ultimate for you, and of course it is all live and free on ULTI.TV. And if that is something that you want to be involved with, well, like join the over 22,000 subscribers already. Make sure you get notified whenever we go live, because all of it is live and for free on our YouTube channel, as all the games are for posterity as well. So don't worry if you missed anything from today, from this tournament, from this season, because it's all up there available for you to watch. And if you want to help support that, then make sure you check out our Patreon.com page, patreon.com/ULTI.TV, and find out how you can join us to help bring free live Ultimate to the people.
Subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. ULTI.TV, best in the world.
I couldn't have put it better myself, Choppo. On behalf of Choppo alongside me, all of our ULTI.TV crew, Benji Reese saying the final score in this Grand Masters Mixed Final is Germany 15, GB 7. Germany are your Grand Masters Mixed Division champions, and we will see you on the other side for Finals Day.
Bye-bye.
Drama, hey, I'm starring in this drama. Baby, you know I'm not getting over you. Baby, you know I'm not getting over you. Hey, I'm starring in this drama. Drama because of you.
Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, Ultimate.
ULTI.TV.